G'day guys, it's Benny G here for Benny's Best Bets, and it's getting really exciting because it's getting super close to the World Championships 2021 and it's getting exciting. So I have done what I've always done. I've wrote down every single matchup and I am quite nervous to make these bets. I already made the bets. I'm going to run with those, go show all of those for you in just a moment. But first of all, before we get started, I just want to do a little bit of a rundown of the format of the World Championships. So there's going to be 96 players competing. The top 32 in the world get a free run into the second round, and they will then have to play one of either the next top 32, like from 33 to 64, or one of the qualifiers, either international qualifiers, PDPA qualifiers, or anything like that. And that draw was done recently. I was very excited to see it. Little spoiler alert, I'm looking at the 32 matchups for the first round, and I think 19 out of the 32 I'm really excited to watch, which is not good for the betting side, because if there's 19 interesting matches, there's 19 chances that I'm likely not going to win. Nonetheless, it's going to be very, very fun watching the World Championships, especially now they've announced that there's going to be a crowd to watch the World Championships. I think that's a missing ingredient from actual darts. I think it just makes it so much more interesting, seeing the crowd getting involved, those major moments, whether it be 9 darters, massive checkouts, really close contests, missed doubles, all those types of things. One more thing before I run down my list of who I think is going to win the first round. I just want to go through the nations that are going to be representing. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 14, 29 nations that are going to be representing in the World Championships this year. And running down the list, we've got 35 from England, 11 from the Netherlands, topping it off. And then we have, very exciting, we have 4 from Ireland, 4 from Scotland, 4 from Wales, and 4 Australians. Let's go Aussies. 1 that's going to be into the second round, and 3 in the first round. So Simon Whitlock is going to be the seeded player, obviously. And then I'm going to be really looking forward to those other 3 matchups. I'm not going to tell you who they're playing just yet. And then we have 3 from Northern Ireland, 3 from Belgium, 3 from Germany. Having 2 representatives, we have South Africa, USA, China, Canada, and Japan. And then we have 15 other nations, all with 1 representative. Now, without further ado, we've already got so much to get through in this video, so I'm going to go through my picks for the first round of the 2021 World Championship darts. So, starting at the top, we're going how the draw is going to be, not by the order of play, but how the draw is going from top to bottom. And we have, first up, we have Ryan Murray versus Lawrence Illigan. Now, this is going to be a very, very tough one straight away. So, and I have Lawrence Illigan to get that one. The Filipino thrower, very, very good. Lots of energy, and I think you're going to get through that one. Mickey Mansell versus Hupai Puha from New Zealand. I've got my neighboring country counterpart, Hupai, to win that one. Mickey Mansell, it all depends on the day. I've seen this guy throw 90 to 100 average. I've seen this guy throw like barely hit 80 average. So it all depends on the day, and there's going to be a lot of nerves going into the first round. So I have that one as an upset. Wayne Jones versus Kieran Tian. I have Kieran from Ireland, the young fella, to get through that one, to beat the more experienced Wayne Jones. So that's going to be a tough one. Again, so many tough matches. Next one, I have John Henderson and Marco Cantella. They got John Henderson to win that one. Keegan Brown versus Ryan Meikle. Another very close contest. I think they have this one at evens, 190 apiece. I've got Ryan Meikle to get through that one. And then after that, I've got Martin Clearmaker to beat Cameron Collison. Collison, first time playing in the Worlds, and I think he's from South Africa. I think he might struggle a little bit with the fast shooting Clearmaker. Next, I'm really excited for this match, Luke Humphries versus Paul Lim. I would love to see Paul Lim win, but I think Luke Humphries should get the job done. Dirk Telnikers versus Nick Kenny. Two very young players. Got Nick Kenny to get through that one. I think that one's at evens as well. So another really close contest. Jason Lowe versus Dmitry Gorbanov. I don't know anything about Gorbanov. I'm pretty certain he is from Russia. Since I don't know anything about him, I'm going to go with Jason Lowe. He's a very steady thrower. Steve Lennon, big fan of Steve Lennon. I like the way he throws. I got him to win against Daniel Larson. Another match that's going to be very close. Madaz Razma versus Toru Suzuki. I wonder if he is any relation to Maruku Suzuki. Possibly. Maybe it's just a very common last name. But I have Madaz Razma, the informed player, to win that one. Mike Kuvenhoven, another Dutch player, to beat Matt Edgar. Now, Matt, I love watching Edgar TV, but I do have him to lose in that one. So I'm really sorry, Matt. I think that was another tough match to call, actually. Dirk van Dijvenbode versus Brad Brooks, the new youth champion. I can't go against Dirk van Dijvenbode though. I think he will win that one. He's playing very good darts. It all depends on if he can get out to a quick start, it's going to be very hard for Brad to come back. But if you put the pressure on Dirk, it could be a very interesting match. Next one, our first lady competitor, Adam Hunt versus Lisa Ashton. I have Adam Hunt to win this one, but I will say that is another game that I'm looking forward to watching, and I still say that Lisa Ashton is the best female dart player on the planet. It's just going to be very interesting to see how she does now. I think it's her second run at the Men's World Championships. Let's call it the Open World Championships. Let's just call the World Championships. If she's good enough, we could have a lady on the trophy. I just don't think it will happen. Not this year anyways. Next we have Steve Beaton versus Diego Portela. Steve Beaton playing in his 30th consecutive World Championships, equaling Phil Taylor's, which is insane. And I think he's going to win in that very first match. And then after that, we have Damon Heta, our first Australian. In the that we've spoken about against Danny Baggish. I do have Damon to get through on that one. He's playing some fantastic darts at the moment. Next, we've got Steve West against the Indian Amit Gilletvala. Steve West should win that one with his experience. Andy Hamilton to lose to Nico Kurtz from Netherlands. I really think this is going to be another tough competition because Andy Hamilton is playing probably the best darts of his career. Ryan Joyce versus Karol Sedlasek. I like Ryan Joyce to win this one, but Karol's also playing some fantastic darts, so another tough contest to choose. Darius Labanauskas should win against Changyui Liu. I think he is the Chinese representative, if I believe. Next one we have Kaale Ridge and James Bailey. I was very excited to see James Bailey back in the World Championships. I think it is at least his second or maybe third run at the PDC Worlds. And hopefully, look, he is a massive outsider and Kaale Ridge is playing some fantastic darts. But on the Australian Tour, he is unbelievable. He's doing a lot of traveling as well. He's a fantastic player and I have him for the upset to win that one. Obviously, I'm not going to go against the Australians, but I'm letting you know now this guy can play. So it should be a very good contest and I'm looking to see what happens. Next, we have Andy Bolton versus Dita Hedman, our second lady representative. I think Andy Bolton should win this one a little bit more convincingly than the last one, which was Lisa Atchison. I think that's going to be a really tough match. I think Andy Bolton should win, but both players are going to feel like they're in it to win it. So next up, we have Kim Hybricks. I think he should beat Rd.1. I don't know where he's from. Maybe he's the Chinese or the Japanese representative. Maybe it's the other Chinese representative. That's also a possibility, actually. Next, we have Ryan Searle to beat Danny Lilby. Ryan Searle with his big, thick darts. He's playing some fantastic darts. I think I've seen this guy go for about 3 or 4 9 darters in the last few tournaments that I've been watching. He's hitting a lot of 6 perfect, and he's probably playing some of the best darts of his career at the moment. So it's good to see a lot of players now talking about it that are playing some of the best darts of their career. So yeah. Next up, we have Luke Woodhouse versus Jamie Lewis. Another really tough competition between the two young guys. I've got Jamie Lewis to get through on that one. Mike De Decker versus Edward Foles. We've got Mike De Decker, young Dutch fella, to get through there. Ross Smith and David Evans. I went backwards and forwards with these ones. I think that Ross Smith, if he gets his head right, now he's a little bit like me, a little bit hot-headed when he's not playing well. And even when he's playing well, he's always got that really stern face, like he's angry about something. So I didn't want to pick him because I think he lets his emotions take advantage of him. But I went backwards and forwards. I still went with Ross Smith. So if you're listening to this, Ross Smith, or any fans of Ross Smith, or if you're even friends of Ross Smith, maybe you can give him some words of advice just to relax, control relaxation and concentration at the same time. That's what makes darts so interesting. You have to sort of mix the two together. You can't be too tense, but you still have to concentrate. It's a weird thing. Anyways, moving on. Only a few left to go. Max Hopp versus Gordon Mathers. Super excited to see the Brizzy boy back in the World Championships. Same message that I had for the last guy. This guy can play darts, and I know Max Hopp can play darts. It's got to be very tough for Gordon to get through on this first round. But if he plays his best, it will be very exciting to watch. Very, very exciting. This guy can play. And I think he was nervous when he represented, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. Maybe this year could be a different story. I really, really, really hope so. Next up, we have Scott Waits, Matt Campbell. Scott Waits to win that one. Ron Mullenkamp versus Boris Krishma. Boris, I got to win this one. I think it's going to be another tough match. Both players are going to feel like it's a game that they can both win. So it should be very interesting to see. Next, we have William O'Connor versus Niels Zonneveld. The games are just getting tougher and tougher to call. Niels is a great player as well. I think his grouping, once he Niels gets into the 60, looks very ominous for a 180. He just has a few off darts, and I think a few 5s, 1s is something that I sometimes do, and I get really sort of annoyed by it. And William O'Connor is probably playing the best darts I've seen him play for quite some time. Very, very consistent, looking good. So I have William to win that one. And lastly, we have Jeff Smith versus King Barry, and I have Jeff to get through on that one from Canada. Now, so the video is not getting too long. I have my bets. This is Benny's bets. Put your money where your mouth is. I have 9, count them, 9 bets. We're going to go through them all. Starting with the easiest one. James Bailey. James Bailey. We have this guy just to win outright because he's a very, very long odds to win. I think he's paying like 5 euros, 4.50, 5 euros, something like that in a 2-horse race. So I have James to win that one outright, 5 euros for a return of 21.37. Now this is what I call my clear winners, but this is probably the toughest one to win because I have 8 legs. I wouldn't say it's the toughest one because I have one that's like, I'll get through to it later, but this is one of the toughest ones because I have 8 legs, all need to get through, and I have Beaton, Searle, Clearmaker, Rasma, Hybrix, Levanauskas, Heta, and Bolton. 8 euros to get 32.90. Next we have, I call it the Youngblood bet. And I've got Nick Kenny, Nico Kurtz, and Adam Hunt. 5 euros to win 20 euros and 14 cents. Bet number 3, I will call it 4 because I've already told you about James Bailey. We call it the Dutch Trio. Kuvenhoven, Mike De Decker, and Van Dyvenboden. 8 euros to win 22 euros. Bet 4, I call it the Interesting Contest. And this is going to be another tough one. 4 legs, Jeff Smith, Henderson, Lowe, and Humphreys. 6 euros to win 23.20. Bet number 6, Slight Outsiders. Just 3 legs to win there. Ryan Meikle, Jamie Lewis, and Boris Kushmar. 5 euros to win 40. Bet number 7, International Qualifiers. Gordon Mathers, you're in this one. Puha from New Zealand, and Lawrence Illigan. Now, get this one. 5 euros, win 85 euros. But they are all very tough matches, and for all those 2 guys to get through, if they win, it's going to look very nicely for me. Bet number 8, we have William O'Connor. I call this the Irish Trio. William O'Connor, Steve Lennon, and Tian. 6 euros to win 29. And the last one, bet number 9, I call this the English Pride. And we have Steve West, Scott Waits, Ryan Joyce, and Ross Smith. 12 euros to win 49 euros. So what we have, guys, a total investment of 60 euros on the first round, a possible return of 322 euros. All I need is 2 or 3 of the 9 bets to win my money back. That would be fairly nice. If I can get a little profit, that would be even better. So this video doesn't get to 20 minutes. I'm going to finish it off here, guys. And that's my bets. That's my my predictions. Hope you're having fun. Let me know in the comments below if you like what I've done with my bets. If you're interested, always gamble responsibly. Don't ever take my word for it. This is just my personal opinion. I don't want any liability for someone losing their house. This is just for a lot of fun, and maybe you can have a little bit of fun as well. So always make sure you do not spend more than you can lose. Very, very important. Guys, this is Benny's Bets. This is I have to leave this one now. I'll see you for the second round. Going to be really, really exciting. Maybe not the second round, but the third round. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.